Alaikum salam. No, this is not allowed. This is lying and this is deception, and there is no need for it, especially when they can plan their trip around it. I mean, if they've got a week off, that's plenty of time. Even if they're going for Umrah or something like that, that's a decent amount of time to plan the trip around. But if it's come to a point where they need the extra days, then I think the best thing for you to do, look, lying is not allowed, and it can only be permissible out of necessity. There is no such thing as a white lie or a black lie or a red lie. Lying is lying. So I think what you need to do is speak to the school, tell them that this is our financial situation, we've booked it already, or whatever it might be. It's in the best interest of your children. I don't know, you think of a way where you can make them understand that, there is a need for us to do this. If there is no need for them to do it, then they should stick to what the guidelines are. If not, then, maybe it's even better to pay the fine. I don't know what the fine would be, but better to pay the fine than falling into lie. Because you are the one that is contradicting the law, and by that, optionally contradicting the law. You can't lie. I mean, you can't say, well, to the police officer, yeah, I was wearing my seatbelt, when I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. You come up and you own up to it. قُومُوا لِلَّهِ بِالْقِسْطِ شُهَدَاءَ وَلَوْ عَلَى أَنفُسِكُمْ, even if it's against yourself, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. So I would say, look, think of it, how to deal with it diplomatically in the first place. If they will listen, then alhamdulillah. If they don't listen, then you need to look at your options. But lying is not the trait of a believer. Lying is only allowed in the state where the Messenger of Allah said in Sahih Bukhari that the person is not considered a kadhab, as a liar, as long as he is trying to spread goodness and bring about reconciliation. Oh, yumni khayra, he's bringing about goodness. So a person says something which is opposite to his spouse in order to make them feel happy, or to his parent in order to make them feel happy, that it brings them together. You know what I mean? Like a brother, he's got another problem with his brother, so you say, oh, you know what, he really likes you, and he actually, I think he's sorry, and you know that he probably isn't sorry, but you bring in, there is a maslaha, there is an establishment of goodness which we want to attain, going back to the status quo of the goodness that should have been there in the first place. In that scenario, the ulama have said, out of necessity, lying is allowed. But this kind of thing, I don't think there is a necessity. Sorry for the length of this, but I think it should be avoided. Barakallahu feek. Assalamu alaikum.